making his way to the ring, Jake Paul!
So, Jake Paul vs Nate Robinson happened. In case you were living under a rock, the past night, 28 November 2020, was the night of, fair to say, one of the biggest sport events in 2020. Popular YouTuber Jake Paul boxed the former NBA star Nate Robinson. The fight took place in Staples Center, Los Angeles, California, and it was quite a destruction if you ask me. Now, the first thing you might be asking yourself is, why did it happen? Why would a famous YouTuber fight a former NBA star? Where's the beef at? Well, that's a good question. If you're familiar with Nate Robinson, you're probably wondering how he went from basketball to boxing. It's not a normal career change, and it's even weirder when you realize the fight is an undercut fight to Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. And if you're familiar with Paul, then the boxing match isn't too weird to you since he's been involved in 2 fights already. But both of those fights were against fellow YouTube stars. Why has he now turned his attention to an actual athlete in Robinson? The drama between Jake Paul and Nate Robinson started back in May 2020, a few months after Paul's first professional boxing win over Anisan Gibb, a popular YouTuber. Robinson spoke with TMZ Sports about wanting to fight Paul. The call-out mostly seemed random, but Robinson was passionate about it. "I want all the smoke," Robinson said to TMZ Sports. "I'm a top-tier athlete. You beating me would probably be the biggest accomplishment for your boxing career, or social media influencer, whatever. That's your biggest claim to fame right now, is knocking out Nate Robinson, so come do it. I'm putting my everything on the line for you. Let's get it done. It's that simple." That's what Nate said. Robinson's interview with TMZ Sports was in May 2020, and by July, the two sides agreed on a deal. In a statement announcing the fight, Robinson said, "I wanted to show that I'm a world-class athlete. I played college football, led in the NBA for 11 years, and I'm excited for this venture into the sport of boxing." Jake Paul, "I want all the smoke." Nate Robinson, "I'm excited to partner with Thriller and get in the ring to fight an elite athlete. But make no mistake, on September 12th, Nate will meet the canvas early." Jake Paul, "In case you're wondering why it says September 12th, the fight was delayed due to the pandemic. So in short, there's no real beef between these two." Robinson feels like he's a top-tier athlete and wants to step into the world of boxing. Paul has already ventured into boxing with 2 career fights, although only one of them professional, and the fight against an actual athlete is enticing for someone who had 2 weak opponents. Both wanted to prove themselves as boxers, and fighting each other gives them an opportunity they might not otherwise have. "A lot of the boxers have reached out to me and told me I'm an inspiration because you have to be a little crazy to do what we do," Robinson told Yahoo Sports. "They see that I'm taken seriously through what I post on social media. I really want to show the boxing world that I'm taking this seriously. I want them to see the hard work I'm putting in because I respect what they do. It's amazing how hard they go. It's not a game, man. I know firsthand from doing all this running and punching and working out. I see what they go through. I see why Floyd Mayweather is the best boxer in the world and what he did to get to 50-0. He put in the hardest work, the most work into this game. So, for me as an outsider coming into this world, I want to show them respect by giving everything I have and preparing seriously," said Nate Robinson. As I mentioned, the fight has already happened, and Jake Paul delivered the goods last night when the YouTube star scored a massive one-punch knockout finish over former NBA star Nate Robinson. Paul dropped Robinson with a huge right hand in the first. Robinson was hurt, and the fight was nearly stopped. Paul would end up knocking Robinson down again early in the second with a huge overhand right, but somehow Robinson got back up in seconds. After returning to his feet, Paul leveled Nate with another right hand, and the former NBA star dropped to the canvas head first. Robinson was badly hurt and out for a good minute.
What they say? You betcha.
Oh! Jake Paul caught Nate Robinson on the way. Explodes with a right hand and all right, turn it into a wrestling match.
Caught him. Oh my God!
Down.
Lord have mercy!
Dog is singing the hymns. He's trying to get
Night
Robinson.
Irene. Oh Lord!
That's it. Mamma mia, the problem child proven to be.
So that's pretty much what happened tonight. Jake Paul won and has once again proven the world that he's unstoppable. Now we gotta wait for the announcement of his next fight, which has not yet been decided. We cannot be sure who he's gonna fight next, but one of the more likely scenarios is him fighting KSI, who he's been calling out for the past few days, but it might just be anyone else. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a great whatever it might be.